A place of ruin that formed at the top of the heap, that attaches itself to the Spirit, remains today, even after this life. Peter being one of the first appointed to its removal, in proper keys, Acts 10:9 and 10. Peter rose to the challenge, saying, "Tower up," at 6 o'clock sharp. He was to be nourished with meat and given capacity to consume it. Becoming prepared within to contend, he fell into an altered state, and the journey begins. Acts 10:11. I saw a mount lifted above the plains, with an opening, a passage narrowed descending to a little one, of great strength, in white garment, and a curved bond with 4 principal stones, designated to contend with earth. Verse 12. Wherein all manner, at the age of 40, to the walk of created man, from this earth, are appointed to the wilderness beast, that removes things crept in unaware by false prophets. Verses 13 and 14. And the voice that determined said, Stand up, Peter. The thing that destroys you will be consumed. But Peter responds, Not so, Lord, for I've never eaten anything sacrificed to idols. Now this is the response writers of delusion put down in the little black book. Verse 14 is, he is refusing the consumption process by a thing he considered common or unclean, meaning ceremonials only a Roman would appreciate, as demonic or defiling, and this is repeated by people in this world. So verse 15, the voice reasons with him a second time. What is in strength and might to cleanse, you should not be calling demonic. Your sight and sound is compromised by an attachment that does not allow your right influence. It speaks on your behalf. Verse 16 reads, For Peter this was done thrice, and the chief refiner removed himself, and the vessel was received up. Verse 17 says, Doubt remained in his mind, and he could not believe his eyes. And this remains the human condition today, going all the way back to the garden. The refiner removes this attachment to the tongue. Without the fire mark to this place of thought, you remain unchanged. Unmeasured is without number. You cannot be translated to take flight. And you might think, not so bad. The process was accepted by other apostles, and they would cross the finished line. This course of correction, right? Luke 8:22, again proper keys. Now it came to them, the passage appointed to a particular day, and Jesus enters the vessel, along with his disciples, and he says to them, Let us pass over to the other side of the lake, and this good-for-nothing must be cast out. The defined words for launched forth. Now what does this mean? Well, the other side exists their inheritance and yours. A peace of mind is the place of rest. What is standing in the way is a great gulf. On this side, an element of reduction, the lake of fire, to bring to conclusion what you can become. Verse 23, But as they sailed to this place of slumber, a violent storm covered them, coming over this fluid fire, and they became filled to a measure, putting their lives in jeopardy. So who said this would kill them? Well, the whisper filled them with fear. When fire approaches the mind space, the ass always weans out for self-preservation, and is the reason why all houses of God have removed the process. Discomfort, the bitterness from men, this is okay. The problem enters when the whisper takes hold of their tongue, When Job entered this process, we're told in 2:10, he did not sin with his words. Well, yes, he expressed loneliness, expecting rescue, the unfairness men feel towards this process, but he never said stop, as these men did. Follow verse 24 closely. Master is spoken twice. So there's two masters on this vessel. Two will enter, one will leave. So the adversity awakens the unjust steward, a master of the mind space, where all men slumber. He fills them with fear, and the place of defilement is given a tongue to speak that says we're being destroyed. Stop this process, in which the true master, Jesus, reciprocated, sending Behemoth and the little one away. Calm is returned to their state of mind. Then Jesus responds in verse 25, where is your faith? Notice their fear made them question what manner of man Jesus was. Why? Because if he controlled the torment to stop, why was this allowed to come to those that love him? You see, this hurt was formed out of ignorance. This is where born again missed the boat. What one apostle doubted, the others feared. And you know, this doubt and fear you will contend with to reach the other side. So prepare yourselves. The gate is about to swing wide open. This is food that I provided to my family for years. I want to now share it with you. I hope you'll share it with a friend. If you like it, I'll provide more. Thank you for listening, and God bless you.